UCLA and Akron then. Oh, let's talk about this matchup. I know that Greg Peterson and Matt Humans, when I was listening earlier, thought that the underdog was pretty live here, especially when we're talking about the opener of the South Point. Catching 16, catching 15 at DraftKings. Circa opened it lower at 14, and that's our consensus number now, with some spots flashing 13.5 with a total of 128.5 or 129. Have you seen anything from Akron or anything that you haven't seen from UCLA that would make you think that maybe they're not capable of covering a number like this at all?
Well, I think when you look at Akron, they can defend. This is a team that's very solid, but overall, I think the fact that this is such a big number, UCLA is not necessarily the type of team I want to lay a huge number with, but JVT, I like this game under the total. I think Akron's going to struggle to get to about 60. I don't know if the Bruins are going to get to 70 against this Akron team. I like this game under the total. I think the Bruins win this game fairly comfortably, but 14-15 seems a little high for me. I would have to take the Zips and the points. They're not going to touch it.
This is a matchup between the 351st ranked team, that would be Akron in terms of tempo, and the 258th team in terms of tempo, that would be UCLA. So it does seem like this is going to be quite the slow, plodding matchup between these two.
Well, the Bruins are one thing, if you look back on it throughout the course of the season, when they decided at Pauley Pavilion they were going to lock some teams down offensively, whether it be Stanford, some of the other teams that came through, they just absolutely put the clamps on these opponents. So this UCLA team, with the way Mick coaches, and I think the fact that Jaquez will not be bothered by any size in this matchup, they should be able to get where they want offensively.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because at the beginning of the year, UCLA, they were actually playing some pretty fast games.
Yeah.
A 77-possession game against Cal State Bakersfield to open the year, 80-possession game against Long Beach State in regulation, that lost to Gonzaga, and Gonzaga's a fast team, so they're going to force you to run. And then that first matchup with Oregon, that was an 82-possession type contest. But then once you started to get into the girth of conference play, started to really slow things down, and I think you'll start to see that a little bit more here, obviously, against an Akron team that wants to slow it down as well.
Get prepared for all the madness with VSiN's tournament betting guide, daily best bet emails, plus full access to VSiN through April 5th for only $19 at VSiN.com/madness.